We had a barbecue in Saint-Tropez in May with some friends drinking booze, getting all loose. We drove the cars to the beach on the outside of the street, sat around a bonfire, eating marshmallows all night. We were young at the time, I know it, but you were so damn fine, couldn't get you on my mind. We were young at the time, I know it, but I wanted something more than you. Cause I wanna be free for the summer, free for the summer, free for the sun. You wanna be free for the summer, free for the summer, free for the summer.
Alright you guys, what is going on? Today's a very special episode because I'm just taking my kids to soccer practice this morning, so you're gonna join me along for the ride in my VW Touareg V10 Twin Turbo Diesel. Just kidding, I definitely do not have kids. That was just a soccer mom joke. We're in a V10 Twin Turbo VW Touareg. What the heck? Do you ever see any of these around? Probably not. Definitely where we live, there's like less than 5 here in BC, on the west coast of Canada. Very rare and unique vehicle that I thought would be a really good change, honestly. From the typical, JDM sports cars that we film. It's got 550 foot-pounds of torque and about 310 horsepower from this V10 over here, twin turbo diesel. Crazy. Diesels are obviously just super torquey. Revs just shy of 4,500 RPM. It looks pretty low-key, to be honest. And just overall, I think it's a really unique vehicle that I think you guys will hopefully really appreciate. First things off the bat, it's pretty understated. It doesn't look like really anything special until you start going through the features. First off, V10 twin turbo, okay, you get that. Air suspension. You can raise it, you can lower it. Now this is a 2005, it's got air suspension. That's pretty crazy to me. At least I didn't really think it was gonna have that. It also has, got your comfort mode and everything. Full locking diffs. All right, this is a proper SUV from a time when SUVs were actually proper and not just some, Honda Accord with race suspension, which is essentially what the CR-V is. It is, you're driving a Honda Accord, but people like to feel safe and everything when they're high off the ground. I never understood that. Right here, high off the ground, I actually feel less safe, to be completely honest, than I would in a sports car. Sports cars are more maneuverable, they're quicker to change directions, they're lighter. You can get out of the way of stuff way quicker than if you're in an SUV, a big honking SUV. Okay, so first off, this thing weighs about 6,000 pounds, but that 550 foot-pounds of torque is most welcome. This thing gets up and goes. Like, when I say that, I'm not saying it gets up and goes for an SUV that weighs 6,000 pounds. No, like this is probably, like if you ran this down a quarter mile, it would definitely be quicker than my 94 MR2 Turbo, which has about 250 horsepower at the wheels right now, and weighs like 2,800 pounds. So here, we'll put it in, it's in comfort mode right now, and it's pretty hilarious when you get going. It really just like digs in and goes, so. And full throttle. There's the turbos. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty quick. So we'll put the suspension in sport mode, got auto as well. Like this has crazy ground clearance, just as much as any brand new Land Rover or anything like that. It's got locking diffs. This is a very capable vehicle, and being a diesel, it's got the torque. Like if you want a truck or if you want an SUV that can go off-road, you want to get a turbo diesel, right? Now, this is also from a time before the whole VW diesel scandal, all right? Now, what that means is basically there's no catalytic converters. It's straight through out to the exhaust, which is why you get really good turbo spool noises. You get a lot of torque. It's just got a really classic, timeless design. If you told me this SUV was 12 years old, I probably wouldn't believe you. Super modern inside. It's got everything. This thing's pretty much fully loaded. It was 90 grand out the door, brand new. So this is like, top of the line, VW Group SUV stuff here. The transmission could definitely shift a little bit quicker. It's not the most responsive. It's full auto. You don't have any, like, you know, paddles or Tiptronic or anything like that. This is 2005, so certain features are not there. That being said, the transmission's fine. It really kicks in torque around, you know, 2,000 RPM or lower even. Turbo spool up like that, which is nuts, and you get full beans, full torque right away. Steering's really good. It's about what you'd expect from, you know, an SUV. It's definitely, even in sport mode right now, like, it's got a lot of body roll, not gonna lie. But off-road, I would imagine this is just really just a dream to take out there and experience what this thing can offer. Boom. And shift. It definitely does take a second in between gears, but it's an SUV. Here's a fun anecdote, actually. So the owner of this car, Brown Eye, was on the highway, allegedly, in somewhere around the world, and he was beside an R35 GTR, and they allegedly did a roll race, and definitely the R35 got smoked by this Touareg. Now, feel free not to believe me, but this Touareg definitely has more torque than an R35 GTR. That's just a fact. GTRs are mostly top end, especially if you have like a bigger turbo, but stock for stock, this versus, like, you know, a first gen, you know, 2009, 2010, even the newer ones, R35 GTR, off the line from a dig, definitely the GTR is going to smoke this, obviously. But from like 60 or 70 miles an hour, this thing's just got torque and it carries. Interior's pretty much got everything you could expect from a brand new vehicle. I mean, the seats are good. They could use a little bit more bolstering on the bottom here, thigh bolstering. I mean, they're fine, they work. So you're not really hucking into corners. That's not what this is built for. Even in sport mode, though, very comfortable, and we stick it in comfort mode. Really comfortable. Power band's great. Power band's really great. You get nice bassiness from the engine. When you have the windows down, you hear the turbo spool up and that lovely diesel sound. I mean, generally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of diesels, even though I have been toying with the idea of getting, you know, an older F250 or something with the 7.3. But that being said, this thing sounds great. It has insane ground clearance, just crazy ground clearance. I would love to take this off-road someday. But that being said, this is a very clean example. 17,000 kilometers. What the heck? It's got day plates on right now because the owner keeps it in storage pretty much. Wow, I honestly cannot get over the thrust from that initial kick when the turbos spool up. Plenty of legroom all around. And torque. Whoa! Oh, it's just, it's a dream to drive. I can see why this was 90 grand out of the box. Now, would I pay 90 grand for it now? No. But that being said, I think this will hold its value. I was talking to the owner, Brown Eye, who also has a YouTube channel. You should go check it out. He basically bought this when he had kids, and he was like, you know, we need something comfortable, somewhat reliable, that will, you know, get us around in great fashion. And this definitely does that. And he was saying on, he also has a Q7, an Audi Q7, right? And that thing, brand new, has a bunch of sensors all around the exhaust system. They're $2,000 US per piece if that goes out, and you have to, you know, change that for emission stuff. This is like pre-emissions. This is awesome. They had a lot of trouble getting this down into the States and up here in Canada, which is why there's so few of them now. Like, we don't have air care now, and this would definitely not pass air care, or at least I don't think it would. It's basically just, you know, smoke coming out the back. That being, like I said, it's pre-VW scandal, which is exactly what you want. If you guys are wondering about this dope hat I'm wearing right now, brand new Roads Untraveled snapbacks are available at roadsuntraveled.com/shop. And yeah, go pick one up. They're pretty dope. We've got some cool stuff coming out as well. You know, jet tags, keychains, t-shirts, hoodies, whatever you guys want. If you guys want suggestions of like stuff you want to see in our store, please comment down below. We'd really appreciate it. Let us know what you think of this Touareg V10. Really cool stuff. I love this thing. I wasn't sure how I was gonna enjoy this, but it's really great fun. And when I say fun, I actually mean legitimate fun. It's really something else. Really quick. That's great. All right, you guys, comment, subscribe, and go hit up these snapbacks on the store. See you guys next time.